Yesterday, I tested the projection and longevity of Rayhan Pacific Aura, and I've got some good and some bad news. The good news is that this does last longer than 3 hours. I was worried that it was going to smell fantastic, but then fade off within an hour or two. It doesn't. Unlike another fragrance that you probably know that costs 10 times the freaking price. The bad news is that this doesn't last or project as well as the real Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. But the reality is, if you expected a $40 fragrance to last just as long as a $450 fragrance, something's probably wrong with you anyway. After trying this on skin for a full day, I pulled a strong 5 hours of projection, and then at around that 6-hour mark, it was pretty much a complete skin scent. With Pacific Chill, I get around 7 to 8 hours of decent projection, and around that 9-hour mark, it's a skin scent. So with Pacific Chill, you're gonna get around 2 to 3 hours of extra longevity. Projection on both of these for the first 2 hours is around the same. Honestly, it's pretty freaking strong for such a fresh fragrance, both of them. One thing to note is when you first spray this, you're gonna find that they basically smell the exact same, but after around an hour, this definitely becomes a more musky and less fruity scent than Pacific Chill. If I had to guess, it's because the quality of the citrus ingredients is obviously gonna be a little bit worse due to how low of a price point this fragrance is at. But I'm not a perfumer, so I can't say for sure that's why, but if I had to guess, it would be that. Everything I said in my original review, I stand by. This is still probably a top 10 dupe fragrance that I've ever tried. For $40, it's pretty crazy how close it gets to Pacific Chill. Just don't expect it to be a one-to-one throughout the opening and the dry down, and please don't expect a $40 fragrance to perform as well as a $450 fragrance, because at that point, you're probably just missing a screw in your brain.